When I was growing up, I remember very well that the security in Nigeria was something that was unprecedented. I remember that we could travel from state to state any time of the day, and we never had any issues with robbery. I remember security was something that was profound, was just clear, it was stable. Doors were left open, there were no fences. And what it tells me was that it wasn't just the fact that it was culture. We had a very good security system. We had policemen that were outstanding. They were just distinct in their ways. We had armed forces that were very disciplined, very organized, very together. And the question is, what has happened? What has happened all these years? What has happened to the Nigerian police force? What is happening to the Nigerian army? You know, it's very easy for us to begin to call how corrupt the Nigerian police is, or how degraded our military is and the armed forces are. But we fail to understand something that has changed tremendously in this nation. And what is that? Have you ever been to where a policeman lives? Have you been to the police barracks before? Do you want to see the state of abject poverty in those places? Some of those barracks, I don't think since the time that they've been built, that they've ever done any renovation work, any painting. I mean, these are police officers who put their lives on the line every time they come out on duty. And yet go to where they live, it's a squalor, it's complete poverty stricken. How do you expect someone to live in that kind of condition and yet give the best of himself? And this is what we must always understand as people, that we don't just begin to shout blames or call blames on people or call them out on things without looking at everything that is around. Police officers they deserve a lot more from us than we're giving to them. I remember in the United States, I remember how you have neighbors around you who are police officers. I mean, these are great neighborhoods, and they can afford to live in those neighborhoods because of the welfare kind of system that the country has given to them. But over the years, it's just been worse. You have a police force that is not properly funded. You have people who are not properly armed. And yet, they come out every day to serve. I think that we need to do more. And part of this new Nigeria is that begin to start affirming, ourselves. No matter what it is, the fact that they come out every day and stand outside on the streets at night, risking themselves, I think they should be applauded. I think they should be affirmed. I'm calling on all Nigerians, wherever you are, listening to this message. Any policeman you find anywhere, go to him and just affirm him. Tell him thank you for even being out at all. Now, this might sound very strange to you, but the truth is, if you live in that level of poverty, in a country that you serve, what exactly would inspire you to come out every day? What? And then we say that they are people who, take bribe. How are they going to survive? How? Have you asked yourself that simple question? Not because I say or not because I condone bribe, but when you create an atmosphere that people will do things that they ordinarily wouldn't have done just for survival. Have you ever come home to find that you can't feed your kids day in, day out? Where's morality in the face of abject poverty, where your family are on the brink of dying? Where's integrity in that place where they're sick in the hospital and they can't treat themselves? These are the things that leaders have done in the last 58 years. And yet we want to vote for them again? Are you kidding? Please, do me this great favor, because I've taken it upon myself that I would make as much noise as I can concerning Nigerian police. I will speak up for them. They're used day in, day out for all kinds of things. Election comes, they use them again. But it's time for us to begin to defend and speak for them. And I'm calling on each and every one of you, wherever you are, do this. Go to a police officer, wherever he is, and just let them know how much you appreciate them. And if you can bless them, why not? Go ahead. The Nigerian army, the same. Do you know how many of them die simply because they're not properly armed? They deserve more. They deserve your acknowledgement. They deserve our acknowledgement for a new Nigeria. My name is Emmanuel Dania, National Chairman of Alliance Renew Nigeria. Thank you.